to Scion as well, depending on where things go. He ults you, you struggle. Anyone's Legend. They need their summoners a little more than Anyone's Legend on the other side. Hope just trying to clear out as best he can. Down almost 10 CS. Tarzan heading topside now. 369. Not really sure he's going to be getting out of this one safely. Wants to make sure he can get away from Tarzan, but I think that one's a bit of a pipe dream. Jumping forwards, flashing, auto, Q, second Q. Where is it? There it is. Flash from Scion for an extra auto attack. And Neferi will get the first blood of this. Not gonna knock it too much. .369 being zoned off for so much. This is one of the reasons I do struggle with Aatrox as a pick. I'm not a big fan of seeing Aatrox in lane swaps, and yet lane swaps persist, so Aatrox will just suffer, really. I'm gonna walk towards that top side, trying to see if they can... Oh, and that's why it's really important to see if we can get any more than that. Hung coming up as well. Oh my god, it's just jump forwards as well. Kyle dying as well. It's a 0 for 2. Oh my god. So sorry, everyone. Top Esports walking away with the first 2 kills. We'll see what happened here. So, Cream got chunked out by the ultimate, but does have the Realm Warp coming up here. And I presume he ends up bringing in both himself and Hung with the Realm Warp. There we go. Tarzan gets locked into the play. They don't exactly have that much damage yet on the Kai'Sa to clean up on this sort of situation either. No, I've even walked over, got that final kill on Kyle. Grubs, yeah, that'll happen now. Okay, so the first grub goes down. Top Esports taking the first of them. Tarzan does have the ultimate, and he has a smite. That's combo coming in from Kyle. Passive from Hope used, but he's gone very far for it. He has to ult to the side. I'm not sure if he's got flash just yet either. I suppose he does. Goes back. Shanks roots it up. And he'll go down as well for the first kill of the fight. Hope has made it out alive. On the other side, flash forward for 369. Kyle flashing away from that Darkin Blade. Jaculov, another Rites of Ruin. It only ends up being the 1 kill, but Top Esports will get themselves all 3 grubs. Coming in from Kyle, I think is fine, but then Hope goes very far looking for a passive proc here, which leaves him so... Hang on, back into live. 369 in a bit of trouble. Tarzan walking up, but the healing's not bad. Does he have another passive auto? Passive auto could heal a bit more, but the second Q, surely it'll kill, but it misses. 369 will teleport now into the pit, and again, you can see Anyone's Legend. They're the ones trying to retake the pit and force Top Esports off of it. And indeed they do for now. Double teleport coming through. 369. Well, he hasn't got teleport, so now there won't be a serious contest. Dragon will likely go down. And it will be that so. Anyone's Legend invests 2 teleports coming in. 369 given alone time on the tower. 1 dragon to 1 dragon. 369 has 3 grubs here. And you'll notice there's no teleports to answer now. Anyone's Legend valuing the dragon so much that they give 369 an entire 2 waves onto the turret. Flandra could ult to try and get there in time, but now Kanavi could walk up, and, you know, the Wukong is one of the best tower takers in the game too. Will walk forwards with the Warrior Trickster, and this could be an entire turret going down. Cyclone now being used. 369 trying to get those 3 grubs onto tower, and will do so. Full tower taken. He has himself an ultimate. His flash might be coming up in a second, but I think 369 realizes, look, I'm dead, but I've done some mighty fine work. Guts the entire turret. And now on the bot side, Hope is left out to dry. A little bit of damage extra would kill him, but the ult shield will keep him safe. Top once again being given gold in a side lane. Top Esports happy to give over an objective or 2. 369 does have teleport and will be going in immediately. He won't be able to spend his gold from the turret now. Headbutt out of the pit. Kanavi is gone. Hung gets himself 1 knockup. That's not that useful. Hope will jump over the follow-up, and Kyle tries to flash in, uses his ultimate, but there's no damage onto Jaculov, and that's a problem. The Yunara does a lot of damage on the 1 item mark. Cream using that ult to go forwards or flash forward, secure another kill. Top Esports may give up the objective, but they do not give up the fight. Flandra will go down, and it'll be a 3 for 1. Hung dying at the start of things, but Top Esports has double summoners. Spotted out. Top Esports using such good work of this 3 grubs. Tarzan stays a little too long, and a last overload, and Spellflux will take him down. Is there going to be revenge though? Yes. Cream down first. Can they chase in for anything else? Kyle, does he have another combo coming through? Perhaps not. It is going to be that 1 kill. W landing onto Flandra now. 3 different damaging carries, damaging him down. Even Kanavi coming in at the end. He won't get an assist. This undead Scion goes dead again before he gets a chance to get a very organized team on the whole. They will get themselves their second dragon. 2-1 now. And end up being the case. Top Esports will take down the full outer ring of turrets now. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts. Contested over Top Esports. I don't think they should feel forced to look towards the Atakan. Control your side lanes first. See if you can play slower. Chovy jumping over the wall. Warriors Trickster away. Vision now completely blacked out on the top side of the map. Top Esports, the team which are most likely to... Hang on a second. That blast going take away from Chovy is actually pretty threatening. Kyle goes under half HP. Teleport up from the Aatrox. He did get hit by perhaps a Darkened Dagger. I think that's the bleed effect there. And now Atakan started. There's no vision on this from anyone's legend. Do they have anything to check this with? Well, a Kai'Sa W, perhaps in a little second. I think that Tarzan will be able to get in range for a steal attempt. Oh, please don't tell me we're flipping this Top Esports. You're so far ahead. You can play this slowly. Pull it away. Top wave being pulled away as well. The leash has been started here, and anyone's legend, they've not been shredded that much because they haven't been around that much. Cream jumped onto perhaps the Rise Gear, taken down. Hung slaps back though, and that's a massive amount of knockouts. And 369 gets into the backline. Atakan helping out to Chovy, trying to get himself some more into the play, and will do so. It is such a clean fight. 5-1. Hung goes down. Top Esports get a 369 will walk away with even more gold, and 369, what a player he has been in this summer split. It really has been between him and the Shy for best top laner. 4 towers to none. Anyone's legend likely to pick up their first turret in the top side now, but that's only because Top Esports have said, okay, well, we got the 3 gubs, let's just go bot side. Take down that bot lane inner turret, perhaps even hitting the inhibitor turret itself, and indeed they will do so. 369 a Spirit Visage third, just to make sure he's ultra unkillable. 369. Well, look, I'm not sure you really kill this guy. Pops the ultimate. I'd say that again. This is meant to be a very survivable build. The Sundered Sky is helping. He still has Asterix to go through it, but in a 1v4, they finally found the number to take down this raid boss of an Aatrox. What will that buy elsewhere? Anyone's legend very much struggling around the objectives. Top Esports very good at slow playing the map like this. Baron under half HP. Chovy getting a little bit lower. Cynol coming in. Hope is coming out of base. Presumably has another item. The ult from Flandre is okay. Locks up 369 a little bit longer. Stuns on the top side, as that's going to be a dead Nico. But have they done enough? The fight is very, very split. Hope still has his ultimate. It's not looking terrible here from anyone's legend, but Hope gets rooted up by the Rune Prison. How much kiting can he do? He's trying to Space Ladder. Will take down the AD carry. Hope has done magnificent work, but there is only so much a single Kai'Sa can do. Top Esports on top as they will take the fight in a 5-for-2. Jack 11 Hung will hit the ground, but the split fight worked out just a little better for Top Esports, and they will take the... Top Esports have, you know, realistically 4 people that can carry a fight. The Aatrox, oh, flash away from Kyle, teleported in with that support spellbook. Dragon spawning in 40 seconds would be soul for Top Esports. And if that wouldn't be the death of the game, I'm not sure what else would be, really. Add something else onto the top. That's going to be a realm up into the thick of things. They use the Nico into it! The Pop Blossom comes out of nowhere! Like pulling a rabbit out of a hat, they pull a Nico out of a realm warp, and Top Esports with some magic tricks to potentially end this game. Cream, a magician in the mid lane. 7-1 and 8, bringing Hung into the play. What magnificence from Top Esports. The top lane turret will fall. Top Esports march a step further. The inhibitor down now, and I think perhaps it is time for this game 1 to end. Top Esports with a firm statement. So much better in the skirmishes on the map. And anyone's legend, they will not get themselves an easy wake-up call here. Game 1 to Top Esports. I wonder whether the Yorick is better, though. The Yorick does get locked in. You can poke out the Aurora quite well. I was a bit worried about the Nard, just because it feels like... Here. I'm sad that we don't get Chicken Jackie here, by the way. Ooh, good Zenith Blade stopped by Kyle there. Navi getting his passive ready. 369 getting the slow down. Going for the Comet, by the way. Jumping forwards and empowered Q. Flandre's overpushed. And Chovy, very easy first slight CS lead for Hope, but it won't last beyond this wave. Ult coming through from Hope. Suppose there is a Galio that could come the top side, but I don't think it's that valuable. W used by Kyle. The Zenith Blade went wide. Jackal stacking up that Conqueror. The Corki in the early fight's very powerful. Shanks trying to be in position to ult topside, but instead finding the enemy jungle support. He has no flash, and he'll go down. Kanavi catches him out. Top Esports coordinated across their fights. Kyle and Hope, they both have flashes, and they'll both have to use them. The Pantheon's going topside, though, and the wall stun will not save Kyle. 2 kills for Top Esports in the early game, as they are reading everything is accounted for. Tarzan will walk up. There could be a smite potentially here. 3 grubs secured for Top Esports. Tarzan, I don't know if I love this. There is a Galio ult potentially. Kanavi could flash out. I think he'll just choose to die here. Perhaps not. Flashes away early. The Solar Flare's not awful, actually. And there's a Blast Gun. I wonder if that'll see him out to safety. Kanavi will go over here. Tarzan could flash over. Shanks goes first. Do they have enough to go through here? Double flash away. Kanavi will go down, but anyone's legend. Now, Top Esports on the Dragon first. They don't have the Solar Flare up just yet. Cream is spotted here, does have flash, gets the Phase Rush. That helps quite a lot, actually. That Phase Rush means that he doesn't have to flash. Might need to flash on something like a Wallstone from Kyle. Chooses not to, actually, and that might be a mistake. Does take a lot of damage. Trying to get some extra damage through the Death Ray. Not quite killing off Kyle. Kanavi doesn't have flash now, remember. No teleport from 369. Top Esports might do as they did last game and just... Oh, hang on a second. That's a great jump forward from Hung, but the shotgun might just fire back. Shanks is he's just going to Justice punch himself into the floor. There's an extra kill. Comet Spear, just the tip of it, taking down Kyle. And fire build from Cream, which means you're easier to burst out, but your damage is very big. Tarzan does not have flash. He does have an ultimate, but he won't be able to pull it that quickly. Galio coming in defensively. Tarzan putting the ult onto Kanavi, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep him alive, and it's not. A Comet Spear out of the heavens. It's a meteorite smashing into the earth. Kanavi low HP and will go down, but I don't think this is the end of the fight. Kyle does not have himself anymore. Escape abilities, and he'll go down. Shanks doesn't have flash either, and it's another grab field, which will bring him down to earth. Top Esports take the fight 3-for-1. So much better in Trundle. Ulting someone. Galio buying time, but Top Esports just stand at range. They have a Victor, they have a Corki. That's long enough. Does have teleport. Doesn't exactly need to push out bot lane that much more, though. Already has picked up enough tower gold to equalize the laning deficit in topside. Hung is going to get spotted out, but he will take a lot of damage. The redemption's not bad here, and Carl just gets blasted. Even with the steadfast presence, it is not steadfast enough. Tarzan low HP, and Shanks, well, I think he's going to get stabbed in the ribs himself. No more summoners left, and Shanks goes down yet again. I'm not sure the one piece is real in this one. Shanks has been broken into multiple pieces. 1 and 4. This Galio has not been what anyone's legend wanted. They have not been finding their entrances into the fights the way that they wanted. Why does Shanks never have flash? Because he's so often in positions like this. The teleports have struggled. Tarzan might be able to find Cream. He does have flash. Is there another phase rush? Good damage, good move speed from Cream, but Tarzan does have flash. Not too bad back there. Kyle tries to get the wall stun. Oh, Kyle. It's not been a good game from him either. 0 and 5. Turret goes down. What has happened to anyone's legend? So, of course, they brought over Shanks and Hope from Team WE of 2023. That carry duo sticking together. Kyle came over. Flondra came over this year, as well as Tarzan too, but it just has not been enough for this split. Earlier it was. Anyone's legend, they were our strategists. Ultimate's blown here in mid lane. Tabe, the coach, joining last year as well. Partway through, it was so critical. Tabe, one of the people in the LPL, you can really point to his coaching record and say, yeah, this guy's something special. Later this year's gone, though. You ask questions about that coaching. Anyone's legend, they've looked less coordinated, less certain about how they move on the map. Their drafts have struggled too. Ever since MSI. Hung walking forwards, gets full CC. Not that much follow-up, but it's good to delay. I think that's all that they really needed. Jackulov jumped onto, but Kanavi jumps onto him. Right back to it. Hung might die, but it is a worthy sacrifice. The fight starts in a 2-for-1. Galio, it's a retreating ultimate. It's not bad damage from the Aurora, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 369 could swing down the shovel. The shotgun's not back from Flandra, and the shovel will come through. 369 leaves the HP at 0-0-0. Jackulov takes down the mid lane out of turret. And Top Esports, though they lose an extra kill in that, still 2 items coming in from Top Esports. Anyone's legend can't match that across all roles, particularly in mid lane. It's a problem, but jungle is a bit of a problem too. Teleports in Field used to stun up Kyle. Good damage. His Seph's presence is down. Who does he fire the ult towards? It's going to be towards the Corki. Hung going down low, and he will die. But that's only the support. That's not the most important person. Killing Kanavi. Now that's more important. Flandra goes over. Jackalob now back into the play. Was, of course, removed by that Poppy a little earlier. Flandra, good damage onto him. Jackalob, does he have a Valkyrie to come back? Perhaps not at this point. It's a 2 for none so far. Anyone's Legend, not bad, but they do use some big ultimates to do so, and their HP bars are low. Jackalob, please don't stand in that. Damn damage from the Atakan. Shanks spotted on vision here. Jackalob is very powerful, has flash. Atakan's going low. The pillar comes through. Does he look for the fight? Just wants to kill Kyle. We'll get that first one down. Jackalob, how much extra work can he do? The carries are alive, and in a 2v5, perhaps they can find themselves a little more. No, chop down. Jackalob removed from the equation. Anyone's Legend get themselves the Atakan, the petals which come with it, and overall, I think that was 4 kills basically in a 3v5 for a lot of this. Jackalob, good early damage. Jackalob, I wonder whether you have to just flash that. I wonder. Poppy ultimate being a big difference maker there. Back into live. Tarzan pulling the ults. Again, this Sivir is pretty scary. And Kanavi, I don't know if he's got enough support coming towards him. The redemption comes through, and perhaps I'm wrong. Star's coming through as well. Shanks, big damage. 369. Taking the chunk out of him. Hope has flash. Cream, great damage. Remember, higher damage Victor build means that he's much more of an assassination threat. Kyle using the Maiden is an escape route. No one dead for Anyone's Legend, but Summoners down. Rockets to be used. Anyone's Legend could... I mean, if they go towards that tower, they're going to give up positioning on the Dragon. Hope walking now back over. The pillar's not... Oh, pillar's not been used just yet. The Poppy ultimate sends the Yorick out of the play. Flandra, not a bad ult from him. And the Dragon taken by the Trundle. No soul for Top Esports. Aurora has gone down. A trade of the Leona. I think Top Esports will take that trade. Kanavi going down, but the carries are alive. Sivir, how much damage can they do? Still above half HP. Dragon to the side of Anyone's Legend. And I think they're pretty happy for that. 369. Good healing. Hope flashing over. The 3-item Sivir carrying the fights in Anyone's Legend will get themselves not just the Dragon now, but a significant advantage. They can get towards the bot lane turrets, and Top Esports, they fumble the fight. Not able to deal with the Poppy ultimate. Kyle really setting up, making his mark felt here, making his impact felt here in game 2 into the late game. Kanavi brought out. Does he have an E? Yes, he does. Where's the extra damage? Hope and Flandra behind them. It's a pretty good blast cone. Kanavi needs a little bit more. Tarzan will get the kill. Jungler now down. Top Esports, what's the plan here in a 4v5? The redemption stops a quick recall, I suppose. You are now without a smite and without a bit of your temporary frontline. Anyone's Legend taking opportunistic fights and doing well with it. Poppy ultimate charge up and missing this time. Top Esports, they need a fight. They need a fight. Shanks can flash over for a taunt. The Flandre ultimate from the Aurora, not bad. But 369 need kills. They don't need anything else. They need to get in for a fight. They just watch it go down. Shanks does go in for the taunt. Hung will go down. Cream trying to do the extra damage. Hope, quite high HP right now. The wall stuff for Kyle is pretty good. Hope is alive, and Hope will start to shred through them. The Sivir scaling is online, and Top Esports will meet a grisly end at the Baron. Anyone's Legend will walk away with 5 kills and will get themselves the gold lead for the first time in this game. Turrets will fall, and Anyone's Legend, they might even look for minimum an inhibitor. Top Esports, how they have fumbled around the Atakan, the Dragon, and then the Baron. Anyone's Legend are much better in the objective fights. Kanavi over the wall, can't stop this. It will be minimum an inhibitor with 20 seconds left on the carry, so I wonder if they go for a game end. It is only the jungle support alive for Top Esports. Walking forwards again. Hope so strong. Redemption coming down, trying to kill some of the minions. The taunt and the turret means that they're not hitting the carries. Hope goes low, but I don't think it's low enough. Tarzan ultimate comes back up, and Kanavi hits the ground. Anyone's Legend chain fights into fights in to win. Anyone's Legend will even up the series despite a poor start to game 2. Kanavi will have to prove his mastery. Hope, does he go Jinxie? Yes, he does. Jinx Lulu for Anyone's Legend. The reset duo. Started by Anyone's Legend. I will say, it has been a better early game from Anyone's Legend than it normally would be. Shanks walking towards Kanavi. Not a bad trade into him. Kanavi, how much extra heals and shields does he have? Q lands onto Shanks there. Don't really think he's got enough to fight around this. Dragon will be secured easily. Reset for Hope, gets a bit of attack speed and movement speed. Turret, the first 2 games. Ooh, level 6 early hit from Shanks there. Does he have enough damage? Not sure about that. No, he doesn't. Cream holds onto his summoners and going towards it. Very quick once it gets under half HP. Lee Sin, I don't think he's going to get in range to steal, so Ale will get themselves their first grub. of the series. Knockup lands onto Shanks. Shockwave misses. That's a problem. Now, Chovy can still follow the Q. Shanks uses the first part of his ultimate. That'll be down now. 369. Isolated right now. Tarzan does have his ultimate. There's no shockwave anymore. Chovy not able to get the smite down there. There'll be all 3 grubs to anyone's legend this time. They get in. Get the grubs. Flash from Flandre means they all get out. The shockwave not available. Good punch back there. Shanks still on the side. No ultimate for him. Flandre loses his flash, loses his ultimate. The top Esports do not find the fight. Shockwave whiffed. Not able to get that clean play. 369 could get himself a Mega Gnar here if he so wished. There's no cleanse on Hope. Has the Ghost instead. Did blow that earlier. Was just yet a little early in the game for that. Going towards the Rod of Ages, interestingly. I wonder whether he should have gone more damage, you know, but I suppose trying to avoid that reset, I understand it. Dragon started now. Top Esports will manage to retain control of the spot side river for now. Jaculov dropping the mid wave now. Knock up onto Tarzan. Take up a shield. Ignite dropped onto him. Hung will get the heal back midway through this combat. Jaculov zoned off. He's not in the best position here. Flandre getting lower. Does have the all-outs. Doesn't have flash to do that much, though. Tarzan going on towards Jaculov. Barry coming down. Shockwave's not bad. They're giving up the Dragon contest. That's a good assassination from Shanks. Both assassins doing their work. Dragon is claimed by Chovy, but it'll go straight into the Zed, who is waiting ready. And a Roy 2 with a deathlock. Tarzan forces off Jaculov, kills Chovy. Cream will die too for a reset for Hope, and anyone's legend will walk away with 3 kills from the fight, even with by Flandre. Moving now towards the bot side of the map. First turret of the game to anyone's legend. They'll get themselves the feet to strike. The Herald wanted to get himself an extra back, I suppose. Cream has himself his first item. It's the Rod of Ages, not that high damage. Herald easily taken by anyone's legend. Dragon up in 10 seconds. Top Esports. Hang on, this time we'll get the bot side turret though, so it is a trade. Nah, more value. Top Esports really valuing 369 with an individual advantage. Heal from Carlius for the move speed onto Cream. Ooh, Tarzan jumping forwards. Flandre not able to get the punt into the wall. Has the flash, does this Cassante. Teleport coming in from Shanks. Dragon, low. Very hard to steal things away from a Lee Sin. The Q's on him, and it goes to Chovy. Shanks on the flank. Looking for the assassination potentially onto Cream. Not able to do so. Top Esports, how do they get back and defend mid lane now? Anyone's legend likely going to defend these entrances. Some shields here and there. Shanks spotted heading out. E missing. I think with that... Oh, it's not bad damage onto Jaculov. He needs to be careful here. Might need to pull the ultimate. It goes through that Q3. Is there a further pullback? No. Teleporting for 369 to defend that mid lane turret. Anyone's legend really trying to control this retreat back to mid lane. Red buff will be taken. So an ultimate and a red buff. Actually, Lee Sin heading towards the bot side of the map. It's quite high HP. How quickly can Lee Sin make his way over here? Not that quickly. And, well, I mean, you're waiting for Gnar to do something here now, really. You need that Mega Gnar. Shanks spotted out on the side here. 369, tanky enough. Not bad damage there. And actually, the Featherstorm's pretty good. Hung getting some CC down as a reset for Jinx. Rocket slams into the back of Hung, and he'll go down. It's on a Chovy steal or nothing. Can he get in? Is there another polymorph? I'm not sure. Q3 hits onto 369. This is dangerous now for anyone's legend. The shockwave takes down Flandre. It's currently 4v4. Chovy going in. Polymorph onto him. Deathmark comes through as well. He will die, and now there's no smite. Shanks sees the angle, and I think Jaculov might go down at the other side. That's a Khan taken by anyone's legend, and the resets for Hope. We'll see the end of Top Esports in this play. Almost clutch out for Top Esports, but not quite so. Flandre hits the Q3 onto Jaculov. Gets the all-out onto Khan. Tarzan uses his ult to dodge the damage there too. Dragon likely going in the favor of anyone's legend, and indeed it will be. Top Esports now down around 4,000 gold. Significant here. Again, it is only the Gnar with a gold advantage, really. Jaculov really struggling to get value here. Does have Essence Reaver and Infinity Edge. It's not bad items, but he doesn't have Armor Pen for Flandre's Cassante, who he will be hitting for a lot of this game. No mic, no personality. Well, I'm no Cam. Low personality, I suppose. Thanks to the follow. Welcome to the stream. Flandre. Ooh, this time taking a lot of damage. Trying to siege things down. Can they take the full turret? Yes, they can. That's a good win there for Top Esports. Anyone's legend. How much can 369 do? He doesn't have grubs. He does have 2.5 items. You can give up another dragon because you took a couple earlier. This might be him, or actually it's Gnar, which takes care of him instead. 369 is going to get another turret. Up to the Baron. We can give a dragon, but not the Baron. Flicker Blades in for Jackalov now. 3 items. Does not have himself a pen item. Teleport back in onto the map. Of course, we're yet to see an insect or anything like that coming through from Chovy. Oh, Hope caught out in the mid lane. Chovy was thinking about it. A quick wild growth. The quickness was used by Hung. Ghost heal. Wild growth used by Kyle. Jackalov tanks the ultimate. He's at full HP. It doesn't matter that much. 369 trying to get a little bit of damage with the Gnar. Tarzan trying to go through onto that Scuttle Crab. It was still taken by Chovy. Cream going in. Mega Gnar's not bad. It's a 2v2. And the rest of the team fight will be about whether the Jinx can get the reset. He can't. And actually, the redemption coming through. This is a good fight for top esports. I think they can work around this. Jackalov, Hung, going forwards. The feathers fly. And anyone's legend die. 2 kills already. And I think anyone's legend have been slow rolled potentially into death. It's on Hope. It's on Hope. Can he do it? He doesn't get the reset. The redemption gives a bit more to play around. But a Chovy Q will see him into the death screen as well. It's a clean ace from top esports. As anyone's legend gets slow ground out into the dirt. And anyone's legend find that out the hard way. Awesome fight from Chovy and 369, who took the 2v2 on top side and won against the double assassin. No matter. .369 is so strong on the Gnar now to level 17, 5,000 gold lead. He's going to one-shop an item next time he goes back into base. Ridiculous. Huge lead from top esports out of nowhere. Chovy close to a GA. That means he can play so much more brazenly. And anyone's legend, we said, well, they don't have much engaged. They need to play well around objectives. That Baron fight, Tarzan jumping in. Disaster for them. They should not have bought into engaging into top esports like that. They don't have the ability to go. Now, they've flubbed things around the Baron, but things are still in question around this next objective. Hope is still very, very strong. Hope is very strong. Blue buff claimed for the team of top esports. Ghost popped there. The ultimate comes through, but he's not going to be quick enough to escape the quickness. Jungler goes down. And even if the base survives, I think the dragon will come out in favor of top esports after this. Wasn't. Dragon will be easily taken by 369 on the Gnar. Chovy will come over to help him with that too. But he has been taking individual leads, been given a lot of resources, and he has been making a huge impact with it. Jackalov's so strong at this point too. I say that, but he needs to be careful. Flashes away. Out of the redemption, but also away from things. The double assassin's doing work now. Reset for Jinx. And it's a mistake by top esports this time. Shanks, how much work has he got to do? He has got Zhonya's to go golden. Chovy jumping in, trying to save his AD carry. 369, it's on you, my friend. How much can he do as the Gnar? Not that much into a team of 5. Lee Sin goes down, and it's a titanic throw as Jackalov and Hung overstay in the base. A turret will fall. Baron up rather in 30 seconds. 369 is very, very strong, but top esports just making a huge, monumental mistake. Anyone's legend through the game to get top esports into the lead, and that might just be a throw to keep anyone's legend in it. A teleport in from Cassante. 369 has found Shanks. If he gets a slow on here, that could be a big problem. He has ult, might be able to force that for free. Jackalov walking over, has ult in 5 seconds. Baron going down low. Is there a fight to be had afterwards? There is a shockwave coming through, going lower and lower. Taken by the Zed. Reset for the Jinx off of the objective. That's the GA pop. Jackalov using the ult early. The shockwave's not bad. It'll be a full kill. Kyle goes down. Gnar on the flank. Has the Mega Gnar as well. Wants to get himself some damage down. Goes into Mini. The pullback is good and Jinx dies. It's a trade of 80 carries. No resets this time. And I think top esports will be able to walk it down into the Nexus. It's only the Ziggs. It's only the Zed and the Akali. The Akali's so low HP. Has flash money to use it to get out. If anything else lands, that will be a dead Akali. Flash away. Inhibitor respawning top esports. They see the Baron on the other side, but I think they might not give a fuck. They might go towards that inhibitor and try and kill the whole game. Just get towards that Nexus. Where is their wave clear? They don't have those rockets anymore. And I wonder whether 369 can just walk it at them. Tarzan, he doesn't have enough damage, and I don't think Shanks does too. Top esports, they will rule the late game this time. And there will not be enough damage for anyone's... Last pick for Jaculov. Goes for the Jhin, can stand out of range, strong lane, helps you with the Jhin Jace. The Veigar's pretty good, you know. It works quite for him. Now, the Renekton... Flandra's had some good Renekton games, even on very low score. As the Veigar ultimate. Flandra needs to pop the Dominus now. Needs to get an empowered Q for the healing, and does so. He has Flash. They call off the dive. Tarzan could jump in. In fact, I think maybe they should. Good damage onto Cream. Is there a Ziggs ult to follow up? There is. He'll flash out of it, though, and this time he doesn't have something like a Shinzo ultimate to save him. Flash forward. Is there a W? No. CC'd. He'll go down. Good... Punish by anyone's legend. Couldn't steal something like that Shinzo ultimate. Now, Shanks is on the wrong side of this fight, really. Some decent damage. Hung under threat now, and he's forced out. Tarzan gets the knock up on the crash down, and Hung is drawn and quartered. Shanks gets himself his first kill of early game. Does 369 feel like he can contest? I think he should do. Good route there. There's still the flag drag. There's still a little bit of damage in 369 trying to burst out. That's decent Jhin damage coming through. The Grubs finally finished off, but there's not enough escape potential now. 2 kills going back. Of course, Veigar used to run that before it was powerful. Now it's even better. Can they stop the recall? I think perhaps they... Oh, it's close. They stop it with the Ziggs ultimate. Nautilus ult lands. Can 369 get the ult onto Flandra? Nautilus ult used. I think 369 might just be dead. Flash traded for Flash. The Jace will go down on the 1v4 on the side lane. Now this is first turret, and they'll get themselves the feats of strength off of that. There they will. Anyone's legend. Get themselves that extra little added bonus. Over the wall. Hope. Waiting for a chance to dunk down. Hopefully with the Nautilus on top of him. Good ward out there. Kanavi needs to be careful. We'll dodge away from that. And is now in the cage. It's a bit problematic, actually. Trying to stop the engage coming through. Great counter punch from Hung. Means that the combo's not easy. Flandra will go in, make himself a problem in the backline. 369 is doing a ton of damage, and there's no flash on the Renekton. That's a problem. The cage wears off. Hung going to die in the backline most likely, but it's only the supports. Scream going in, getting great value from the extra healing from the Kingslayer. Tarzan, very low HP. Flash away from Tarzan now. 369, very, very strong. And the curtains are called. 1-shot lands. 2-shot head lands onto Shanks. 3. And the 4th one flashed away from Cream. Potentially looking for the extra kill. The cage will go to block off the extra bit. Hope will take down Jaculov in the midst of it. Hope has a flash and he'll make it out. Assassination complete. Great play from the little Ziggs. 2-0-3 for him. Getting the Renekton. W lands. You can see how much value Shanks and Hope get a buying space. Hope Jaculov walks through a minefield a little bit. Gets hit by a skill shot there. Does go towards the 4th shot. Last auto, the fast fuse. Jaculov just massively underestimating the Ziggs damage. 2-0 to him. 2-1 to himself, though. Not unhappy. Dragon started. Flag drag away. The poke coming in from 369. Jaculov walking down. Kyle spotted in the brush there. Cream walking forwards, trying to go onto the Renekton. He does have flash. The Dominus stolen by Cream for a little bit of extra damage, and I don't think that Renekton is going to survive much longer. One more E from Cream, and the Silas starts to be a real big problem. And that is massive damage from the Jace. Goes into the choke point. Hope wants to 1v1 and will find it, but at the cost of his own life. But the hero of this fight is Cream. The lactose tolerance club. Oh my god, the lactose tolerance club springs forth in gold lead. Still minimal to nothing, really. It's been in 500 gold. Doesn't matter too much. Anyone's Legend really want to control choke points. Top Esports want to work their way around the Veigar zone control. The Shock Blast help. That's going to be a bit of a problem. The Flag and Drag cancelled out on by the cage. The dunk is okay. Redemption traded for redemption. Jungler down. Kyle having to flash out. That's likely Dragon going over, but their HP bars are a little low on Kyle. I suppose one hook could be the end of it. Hung's pretty low too. I think Top Esports, they might just have to lose this one. They wanted the early soul point, the 3rd one. They won't get it. Top Esports do not get themselves a cross map. Trying to steal the Shock Blast. Not able to do so. Blade. How else is anyone else going to make it up here? There are some wards around. 369. What's the best teleport location? He can teleport to the flag. That might be the best thing. Teleporting a little bit further away. He's not going to be in here to get much poke down. Shinzo ultimate stolen for Cream. That's not bad for him. The cage okay, stopped some people, and Cream starts the fight. Hunger follows in afterwards. The dunk coming in soon. That's going to be the Atacon stolen by Kanavi. There's another 2 kills afterwards too. Yes, it's going to be a death for Hung, but the damage is done. And Tarzan puts out the Herald to try and be an escape car. I don't even know if it's going to be enough. Great damage from Tarzan. Back onto 369, and the bomb will kill him. Jackulov not able to land the roots. Herald is wasted in this. It ends up being what a... Hope will get some as well, but it's shared between 3 people locally. Cream gets solo gold on top side. That is important. We've seen how powerful this... Ooh, Standard gives some vision. Shockwave lands, but it's tanked up by the shield of Kyle. 369's poke not being fantastically valuable here. They're jumping forwards. They're not in position just yet. And the Veigar's not here. Hope flashes out. Kanavi going low, but not down yet. Jackulov flashing forwards. Of course he flashes forwards. It's Jackulov getting himself the kill onto the enemy AD carry. Flandra making a mess of things, where the curtains have been called, and Cream will be coming out of his golden stasis. Tarzan, how much can he do? He can get 1 kill onto the AD carry, and Cream will have to retreat. Cream, how much healing has he got? He needs another W. He'll get it. Dashing backwards. Tarzan saving the fight. The Shinzao of this magnificent Shinzao performance. Cream will get himself another turret here, most likely, but top Esports cannot get themselves the fight or the dragon. Turret goes down. Kyle will get himself poked there. Does have a heal if he really wants to force a play through here, but there is a death cap for the Veigar. Hung will spot Tarzan right now, and that is a bit of a problem. When it becomes lightning, did tag onto him. He could dodge over the wall. Shanks, that's the Zigzol, and Hung has been caught out. Hung out to dry. Support down. Kanavi jumping forwards. He's not going to get rooted, is Tarzan. Northasol coming back. He doesn't have flash. That could be a problem, and the Veigar follows him. The flag drag only takes him into the grave. Jackulov now having to flash back. Cream now into the backside, though. How much can the Silas do? This needs to be a big fight for top Esports. Cream flashing over the cage, and the Silas and the Jin come to play. A triple kill. Jackulov, can he get Jin's favorite number at 369? Perhaps the Shock Blast could get the kill. Won't stick around for it. How much more do they think they can do? Cream and Jackulov clean up the fight. Jackulov is doing so much damage. Hung caught again. Might have to flash at Hung. He has had a bad game. He flashes away, but it means nothing. A flash forwards. Hung has delivered Tarzan to his AD carry. What have you done? Oh, Hung, what a mistake. Kanavi does have the flag drag and the Cataclysm, but Hung, a poor game from him. He's had a good split, but not great looking from on the other side for top Esports. Won't matter too much, though. They'll take a mid lane outer turret. Oh, Hung, you can't play like that against a... Well, I'm not sure Kanavi can play like that either, actually, here. There's enough cooldown reduction now. Cyril's in for 369. Flag drag missing from Kanavi. Okay. Oh, good damage onto Cream, who has to go golden. What all can he steal? Can he steal anything? The W doesn't matter. Cream is down. A pick onto him. Top Esports, multiple individual mistakes after they were in position. Both of the teams in the lead have struggled, and now the Baron buff is going to lead to nothing. They're down 2,000 gold. What happened here? He just face checks. He face checks, gets hit by the E of the Veigar. Massive mistake here from Cream, who was doing so well in this game before that. Damage. They're going to stop it. They're going to stop it with the redemption. 369 didn't spot it. His eyes were on the sharp, and the dragon's going to go down. 369 would have had. And in fact, he'll be almost back to full again. He's not the best target for the Ziggs poke, because he does have a little bit... Ooh, put by Q there, flashing forward. Cream trying to get on the Hope, and he kills the Ziggs. Ziggs is down. Artillery off the table. Shanks goes golden. He has a flash, but how much can he do after that? It's not bad, actually. 369 needs to get the AoE, but he stopped. He stopped. That Shanks can't turn around the damage. Cream, Jackulov, both alive still. The flag and drag sees Kanavi into the fight again, and top Esports finally clutched the fight. Cream killing 1 carry. Jackulov with a triple kill to end off the fight. Top Esports may have sent anyone's legend to an early grave. Perhaps no silver scrapes today. Anyone's legend. Our champions from last split. Felled by the team which beat them in their first finals. Top Esports will set up a date with BLG tomorrow to raise the Silver Dragon Cup. Anyone's legend will have to wait for Worlds. Top Esports march forwards and end the series 3-1.